The Crime and Corruption Commission assesses and investigates allegations of misuse of confidential information in the Queensland public sector. Are you a public sector employee or contractor? Do you have access to confidential information? You need to know the unauthorised access of confidential information is corrupt conduct. You are entrusted by Queenslanders to only access confidential information to do your job. Your agency's database is not your personal search engine. Personal curiosity is not a reason to access confidential information. Access to your agency's information and systems is monitored and audited by your agency. Here's a few things to ask yourself before accessing confidential information. Am I authorised to look up this information? Do I need to look up this information to perform my job? Can I justify why I accessed the information? Here's a scenario. You're at work and you see a media release about an old friend. You think about searching their name on your work database, but you choose not to because it's not related to your job. Good decision. Personal curiosity is not a reason to access confidential information. You can only access your agency's information for the purpose of doing your job. Do you disclose confidential information? You need to know unauthorised disclosure of confidential information is corrupt conduct. Disclosure of your agency's information is guided by the law, your agency's policies and procedures. Here's a few things you need to ask yourself before disclosing confidential information. What is the authority or policy which allows the information to be disclosed? Am I authorised to disclose the information? Is the recipient authorised to receive the information? Here's a scenario. You're at a meeting with an external supplier. The conversation turns to an upcoming contract. You are asked what the budget is. You know the budget is not publicly available, and you choose not to disclose the information. Good decision. Disclosing the budget would have been an unauthorised disclosure of confidential information and given the supplier an unfair advantage. Unauthorised access and or disclosure of confidential information can lead to disciplinary action, losing your job, criminal charges. Here's a scenario. A friend at work asks you to look up his ex-partner's address. You trust him and don't think it will harm anyone. Plus you don't think anyone will ever know. You get the address and text it to him. Think again. You got it wrong. Once you access and disclose unauthorised confidential information, you can't control what happens. It could harm someone. It is corrupt conduct. It's everyone's responsibility to prevent corruption. If you suspect wrongdoing, say something. Corrupt conduct ruins careers. Don't let it ruin yours. For more information on misuse of confidential information, visit the Crime and Corruption Commission's website.